Move over, single family homes. Today, we're going to talk about an investment opportunity that's gaining attention in the world of real estate, farmland. But specifically, we're going to take a closer look at Oregon farmland, which, according to data from the Department of Agriculture, was actually one of the top 10 states in the US for price increases in farmland from 2018 to 2022. So let's dive in. First of all, I grew up on a commercially operated family farm in the Willamette Valley that has been in my family for over 150 years. The amazing thing is it's still in business today. So you could say I'm definitely looking at this from the eyes of someone who has had some experience with this particular topic. So for many who are looking at investing in farmland, the perceived advantages of that investment in farmland appear to be many, such as consistent cash flow, low volatility, and long-term stability. And with the rise of sustainable agriculture and organic farming, farmland could be an investment option for investors looking to make that socially responsible investment. But what are the risks that you see? Seems like we're just looking at upsides, right? Let's talk about farming in Oregon. According to the USDA, Oregon's agricultural industry is worth $5.4 billion, and the state ranks in the top 5 for the production of several crops, including blueberries, my favorite, cranberries, and sweet cherries. Oregon is also home to a diverse range of crops, including berries like marionberries, hazelnuts, and wine grapes. Furthermore, the state's mild climate, abundant water supply, and our fertile soil really do make it an incredible location for anything in the agricultural industry. So what is a farm by definition? It's worth noting that in Oregon, the farm is defined as an area of land consisting of a minimum of 3 acres that is used or intended to be used for the primary purpose of obtaining a profit in money by the raising, harvesting, or selling of agricultural products, or the feeding, breeding, management, or sale of livestock, poultry, fur-bearing animals, bees, fish, or wildlife. That's a mouthful. With all these great opportunities, it seems so easy, right? Right? Oregon's farmland values have been on the rise for the past decade, capturing the attention of domestic and international investors. According to the USDA, the average value of Oregon farmland was $3,200 per acre in 2010, and by 2020 it had increased to $5,000 per acre. That's a growth of over 50% in just 10 years. Anecdotally, I have even heard of prime acreage in the Willamette Valley selling for north of $15,000 per acre. That's coming from my brother, who is the family farmer, and he tells me that sometimes it's just bananas to see those types of numbers. In fact, according to a recent study by the Oregon State University Extension Service, the average value of Oregon farmland increased by 4.4% in 2020 alone. Just like any other type of real estate, farmland is subject to some of the same economic factors that impact the general real estate market that we all function in. As values have increased, as well as demand over the recent years, so have the values of farmland. But there's another reason why Oregon farmland has become a hot commodity: the legalization of cannabis. In 2014, Oregon legalized the use of recreational marijuana, and since then, the cannabis industry has exploded here in the state. This has had an impact on farmland values, with many investors and farmers converting their land for cannabis cultivation. According to the USDA, the value of irrigated farmland in Oregon increased by 17% between 2016 and 2019, in part due to the demand for land for cannabis cultivation. So what are the risks? Just like any investment, you could realize losses due to changes in the economy or the greater real estate market if values decline. But it's not just the real estate market you have to be worried about. Mother Nature also has a role to play in the success or failure of your crops. So if you're not just owning the land for the purpose of land investment, but perhaps you also want to have a role in running a farm business, then there are other things you need to count on, like the volatility of the costs of your day-to-day materials. Those types of things are fuel, fertilizers, and more. In addition, international politics and also market forces in general play a role in the price that you might be paid for the crops or product that you provide to the general market. In most cases, you don't just sell directly to the store, but usually you sell to a middleman that then exports your product overseas or to other places that will inevitably sell it on the market, like grocery stores and direct consumer outlets. Sometimes you don't have complete control of the price you receive, as with some crops, that is actually determined by a bargaining association that negotiates the price of the crop depending on what it is that you grow. The bottom line is that, of course, like any investment, farmland is not without its risks. But with careful research and due diligence, an investment in farmland could be a good option and potentially a very rewarding endeavor. So, there you have it, a brief overview of the exciting world of Oregon farmland. But I want to know, would you invest in farmland? Are you interested in becoming a farmer in any capacity? Either way, thank you for watching. And if you're looking to make a move here in the Portland metro area, suburban or rural areas, I'll hope you give me a call. I'm Jennifer Schurter with Real Broker, and I'll see you next time.